How are we doing today? Yeah, it's almost there. Thank you guys for coming and taking the time. My name is Sonny. I am the CMO from Titan Network. So I want to introduce our wish. Our purpose for existing is to accelerate the arrival of the era of decentralized distributed storage. So why we're doing that? And as we all know, that Filecoin has been one of the leading Web3 decentralized storage, and it has been always leading. So the Filecoin is stepping into the second stage, which is to introduce more business and commercial data into the infrastructure. But however, there's a couple of challenges, right? So one of the bigger challenges is the usability issue, and another one is the accessibility. So what is the problem? So the problem for now is there's not enough dApps, not enough ecosystem. So for this challenge, what's going on is, first of all, there's an infrastructure, there's a storage out there, but there's not enough traffic and accessibility. So what makes it so difficult is it's very time consuming, and you have to have professional knowledge and developer experience to use it. And second one is the accessibility. So the system doesn't incentivize the SP providers. And the third one, as we all know, is the Filecoin based on the POW, so it's kind of slow on the TPS. So Filecoin has three stages to solve the problem, right? The first one, they want to build the world's largest decentralized storage network, and which, in my personal opinion, I think is already completed. And the second one is to introduce and onboard more commercial use and safeguarding the humanity data. And the third one is to bring the computation into the storage. So what is Titan Network, right? So Titan Network is a Web3 cloud service base. It's supported by Protocol Lab grant, developed and built on Filecoin and IPFS. So in the early stage, we were implementing the decentralized CDN retrieval, but as we progresses, we felt we can do much more. So instead of just only focus on the CDN part, we starting to aggregate the idling storage, wristband, and computation resource to make a decentralized computing capability. So right now we have a couple the products. One is the Titan Container Service, and one is the storage. So the purpose is not only serving the Web3 projects, but also onboarding more Web2 users. And here's our solution. We have the philosophy is to increase the commercial data, which will enhance the value for the network. And what we try to do is we try to utilize our own resource and technology and improving the usability for a Filecoin, introducing more valuable data. So think Titan Network as a gateway, right? What's going on with the Filecoin ecosystem is just not enough dApps. What we want to do is we want to introduce the users from the Web3 area and going through Titan Network, but end up landing in the Filecoin. And technically speaking, as more commercial data, as more Web2 players coming in, we are going to enrich the ecosystem of Filecoin ecosystem, and ideally, we make Filecoin more usable. So here's a number one proposal we have. So we are closing the storage gap for Filecoin, right? Filecoin has perfect decentralized storage, but there's not enough case studies. You cannot access the data, which comes to the retrieval problem. So what we did for fixing this problem is to not only make everything decentralized, but we will make the storage and retrieval so instant and increasing usability, make the data more transparent. We have the perpetual storage, and the data is very safe. So how safe it is? Let's say Amazon and Google Cloud base, they have the 99 like 9999% of not losing your data, but we can increase the number even like more nice. So, and what's so beautiful about it is any like Web3 projects, they're putting their data on like AWS or Google is very centralized, right? For this one, once you're uploading your data, we have multiple copies and nodes to back up your file. So the number two solution, I jumped the demo because I want to show you guys the project we have completed with the Titan storage. The storage is a finished product. We're gonna launch the project. We're gonna launch the product by the mid of October, and this is a product we also completed. It's called a Titan container. It's a decentralized operation environment. It's serving for the developers who want to build their infrastructure onto Filecoin. So what's going on with so many developers, like they want to use Filecoin, but they don't have the experience. And what we implemented for Filecoin, we build a platform for developer. They can land their project without having so much knowledge regarding Filecoin. Is instantaneous and it's a serviceless computing platform. So for having Titan's container advantage is a decentralization, anonymous, and anti-censorship. I think it doesn't only serve for the Web3 players, but also for so many Web2 users, right? We make sure the data is very secure. We have passed 4 times of the security audit because we're constantly updating our code, and we support virtual currency payment, crypto payment, and we have the nodes across the globe in Asia, in North America, South America, and Europe. And we have very strong security and stability. And third one is very competitive with price-wise, right? For small project, we basically can offer them for free. They don't have to pay as much because of budget. And also, comparing to AWS and Google, we can save them at least like 50% of the cost. So this is a Titan container. Why users want to use the container? Because it's convenient and it has strong computation power. It's compatible with so many different systems, with Windows, Linux, Lentils, and other system. So our target audience, as I mentioned, not only serving for the Web3, but also the Web2 customers. We have completed the development, the coding part, and now we're just finishing the front UI. So now we have full capacity to promoting basically all the project in the Filecoin ecosystem. What we can offer either give them free service, or it comes with membership. You can go for the subscriptions, and we're planning to onboard at least 1,000 projects onto our ecosystem. So this is a plan 3 we have for solving the massive needs of data. So we wanna make it scalable in the Web3 service. So for Filecoin become the leading brand in Web3, there's a core value for users. They have to separate their personal data with the app. Why? Because these data can be their medical data, their fitness data, and their pet or family members, right? And if anybody using the user's data, they should get incentivized. So we believe that separating the data from protocol is equivalent to massive needs of decentralized data service. And for this topic, we have done some work, right? We have spoken with 2 projects, and one project is called Solid. So what is Solid? And Solid has started with the founding father of our internet, Tim Berners-Lee. He started a protocol, and he wants to separate personal data with the layer of usage, and another one is called a bytrade. So bytrade is also a protocol that working on personal data. And what's so great about bytrade? They were invested by the SIG. Who is SIG? They were the early investor for the TikTok, and bytrade just received $45 million from SIG. So for these two projects, they were great, but they have this problem that their data are not decentralized. They are save their data on the centralized cloud, and which can be an issue or as they progress. What we did is we are helping Solid to store their data onto our container. We have actually spoke with them, and we provide a decentralized solution. So we have a good opportunity to work with the Solid exclusively and become one of the first decentralized storage provider. And meanwhile, we were in Singapore. If you guys been there, we actually spoken with Bytrade in the SIG office. So for the investors, if they're willing to spend $45 million for decentralization of storage, that's pretty much showing that they have a strong interest for this direction. So once we have the CDN, the storage, and we have the container, we believe that's not enough. We want to infuse IPC into our Titan network. Why? Because we want to accelerate the TPS and lower the gas fee. So Titan network is actually one of the early projects who has tested the IPC subnet, and we were one of the first successful project who run the IPC environment. We have done the pressure test, and we also organized some document in the Chinese community, and we also implemented the smart contract in the FEVM. And now we're supporting more projects because while we talk to so many portfolio companies, the apps, they want to participate in Filecoin, but they are struggling of low speed and high gas fee. So I believe the IPC is going to be a solution with Titan Network to promoting more businesses onboarding to Filecoin. And meanwhile, we're using IPC as a subnet. What we can offer is we can offer in the offline registration, on-chain record, and data, decentralized data, distribution, data retrieval, record on-chain, and container purchase. So with IPC's appearance, it actually accelerated our growth. So from the bottom layer, we can also save miners' work. We can also helping the developers by cutting their workload. So I believe through IPC subnet, we can create a decentralized environment which is fully functional, transparent, and tamper-proofing. What we want to combine Titan Network and Filecoin more closely, right? By introducing, promoting more businesses to Titan Network, but landed in Filecoin. As a result, we want to enrich Filecoin's ecosystem. So hopefully, it become very competitive in the Web3 decentralized storage. And we have spoken with many projects. So we've spoken with the projects called EMC. So EMC is very first second layer protocol for ICP chain, and they are a AIGC projects. So we provide the CDN service, and meanwhile we're also working with other projects as Redix, MiFi, BDNFT, and MetaLife. So we believe by collaborating with these projects and also working with a project within Filecoin ecosystem like Saturn, Boost, Lassie, it's going to bring even more and better services for the Web3 users to onboard. And this is our roadmap. So we have finished the decentralized CDN application by Q3 and launched the private financial activities. One of the product is fully functional, and another one we're gonna launch in a couple weeks. So for 2024, we are going to have the second round of a financial strengthening. We're looking to have more investment, like a C round. I think for the community, in the community, we are going to collaborate with more decentralized project by promoting the brand and collaboration with Filecoin and Titan Network. So hopefully by Q2 2024, we can launch our testnet and bring more in-depth research for the POS and POST consensus mechanism. And lastly, I want to show you guys the project demo. So this is a Titan storage, and it's fully functioning. I'm going to show you how you can use it. So you can log in with either Filecoin wallet or MetaMask. And for now, I'm going to use the MetaMask. So once you log in, and this is the dashboard, right? We have the city spread nodes, we have the validators, we have the edge nodes, and we have the timeline, so spread out. And in the bottom, we have the map. So this map shows where are the nodes located. Most of the nodes are currently located in Asia, Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia. We have nodes across the state, California, Australia, and Europe. So this is a demo, and for now we have the online 100 megabyte storage, and I'm going to show you uploading a file. We're going to select this file. And we're going to upload the logo of Filecoin onto the dashboard. So now, once you upload the file, it's automatically generate a CID. And now there's only one copy in the system, but we're going to flash the page. And now we have 4 copies in Titan Network. And once you upload the file, we're gonna spontaneously put in copies in the nodes based on your region, and within 4 to 48 hours, we're gonna send 10 copies into Filecoin ecosystem. So you can see there's another replica in Filecoin ecosystem. And you can not for the project, you don't have to have the option uploading a file, but you can upload a folder. And we're going to upload a folder. So now you can see once we uploaded one of these folder and one of the file, and we automatically replicating the file into different nodes. So once you have the CID, you can track your file. Where are they? Where the location? How is the node health? Because sometimes, due to the conditions, some nodes are having problem with like earthquake or fire, and we have the solution for that too. Because each node, if the node is offline, we automatically shift the file into another node. So make sure your file is always secure. So this is one of the nodes. You click the CID, and it shows the status of this file. So the file has been there for the nodes have been running for more than 100 days. And this is the timeline. So each node's each file when you upload it, it generates CID, and with the CID you can track how is the node running and how long it has been stored. So now we flush the page and we increase the replica into 50 copies. So for this particular file, the nodes have spread out into 13 cities. So as I mentioned, each file, when you upload into a Titan network, we're gonna back it up to Filecoin storage. Within 48 hours, we have the copy in the Filecoin, so make sure we increase the accessibility and usability. So this is a demo to show you can track your file based on the CID, and you can download the file, either download it or export it as a spreadsheet. You can also share the link with your friends. So we also provide the API key for the developers, and you can insert it into projects such as NFT or DeFi projects. We offering perpetual storage just based on how long or how big the file you need to store. And it's still in the registration. If you're looking to have the perpetual service, you can apply. But for now, the product is in the testing phase. Is free to use. All right, that was my demo. Thank you guys. Please follow us.